So we get to a very important part of your resume, and that's going to be what languages do you speak? It's very important for you guys to understand that the future is being able to communicate with the majority of your clientele. And as we grow, our community is just becoming more and more diverse. It depending on what part of the country you're in, there are different languages that are going to help you get a job and help you be successful. Depending on what fields you want to go into, such as business, there are different languages, especially with whom you are working with, that are going to help you, like Cantonese and Italian. So it is very important for you to understand that learning a language is not something that your parents force you to do and you're just like, oh, I don't get it. Because in the future, it will determine whether you get the job or not. So it's really important to understand this. Now, when you write it down in a resume, if you are a person who grew up, like myself, bilingual, I am French and English. Just because I went to an all French school, my family spoke French, it doesn't mean I'm not a native English speaker. I speak English. I just happen to also speak French as well. So in that case, I'm going to check native English speaker and other, where I would put native French speaker. For those of you guys who have taken some classes, perhaps you're an ESL student, English with English as a second language, you can go ahead and put English and maybe put intermediate or advanced. If you're in oral comm, chances are you're at least an intermediate, if not at an advanced in English. In that, you can also add whether you're an intermediate or advanced in reading, writing, or speaking. Now, as far as Spanish, if you do put native Spanish and you are also native English, make sure you put native English and native Spanish on there so they understand that you speak both languages from a young age. The other, if you are taking Spanish classes and you know, hola, ¿cómo está? Go ahead and put novice. But understand this. Some of your employers are not expecting you to come in and be able to hold a conversation. What they want you to do is to embrace diversity, that you would at least try to take the minimal skills that you have and try and make another person feel welcomed and comfortable. And so it is really important for you guys to go ahead and get that second language. Now let's put this into perspective. Why is it important for your resume, and why is it important in high school? For those of you guys who are planning on going to college, like a traditional 4-year college, if you are a 9th grader, you still have 3 more years ahead of you, 10, 11, 12, and then you have 4 more years of college. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. That means you will not be going into the workforce until almost a decade from now. You need to understand how our communities are going to look very, very different a decade from now. Having that second language is going to be the thing that moves you from getting the job and not getting the job. Again, a lot of employers understand that their clientele is diverse and they're looking for people who are not necessarily fluent in that language, but are looking to learn, that are eager to learn, that are determined to learn. And so that language really plays a huge role.